Thank you so much. Well, thank you, Jim, Connor, for the invitation, and really looking forward to join this year's ETF Dinostia. It's a pity that I wasn't there since San Sebastian, but definitely we can get there again in the next few years. San Sebastian is one of the few places in Spain I haven't been. So that's, I think, something looking forward. My name is Nardus. I come from the Netherlands, married. We have one son. Our son here in London, he goes to the German school in Richmond. It's very close to where we live now. I joined the industry, the ETF industry in 2003, so 20 years ago, and it was really by coincidence. That time at HVB, I was working in equity capital markets, and the IPO market was dead. And my managers that time, they asked me to join the ETF sales and advisory team to develop HVB's ETF business in Europe. I don't know if you recall it, but that time HVB was not only the ETF leading market maker in Europe, but also they were the leading ETF issuer in Europe. It's a long way there. In 2008, I joined Flow Traders as a global head of sales trading to set up from scratch and manage the first non-bank market maker for ETFs, both in Europe and APAC, and covering institutional investors. This was something totally new at that time. From 2014 till 19, I worked as an executive coach and consultant, primarily within the ETF industry and with top-ranked business schools like London Business School and Oxford Saïd Business School, both in the UK. And then in 2019, 3 years ago, I joined DRW as head of institutional sales and trading to set up their ETF activities with institutional counterparts. And as you can imagine, also from scratch. Currently, to give you a kind of feeling where we are now ranked as fourth in volume overall asset classes of all market makers in Europe on the Bloomberg RFQ platform. For fixed income, we are even third, not only on the Bloomberg platform, but also on the TradeWeb platform. So I think in a very short time frame, very well positioned. Apart from my work at DRW, I still work as an executive coach for the London Business School. So going to what I would like to get out of these days, Simon already mentioned something very interesting. It's distribution. When I think about distribution, I think about education of ETF products, not only the exposure, structure, usage within portfolios, but also how to trade with them and how we can really develop the ETF market. For me, education has been the pillar of growth of this industry. And I'm looking forward to get all kind of insights, how we can grow that whole business, not only in the US, Europe, but also in APAC. And then, something outside of this ETF world where I'm passionate about. I already mentioned I was a leadership coach, and I think still this is something I'm very passionate about. Leadership development through executive coaching. This is one, but more specifically, shadow coaching, which is a little bit different from the executive coaching you are aware of. You know, the one-on-one sessions you do normally over a time frame from, let's say, 3, 6, or 12 months. Shadow coaching is a little bit different. There, as a coach, you go with the leader into their own work environment. And as a coach, you receive a wealth of information about the verbal and non-verbal communication culture the key people leaders is working with. And this information, which normally takes months to surface or might not be visible when you do the conventional coaching. So for me, this can be so important for someone's leadership development. And for me, I think this is key. I'm always giving feedback to my team members, also other managers within the company. So it's about real-time feedback where people can really learn and leverage from that information.